Hello, this is Galen Martling, design team member with Unity Stamp Company. Today I have a floral card. It's an iris flower and it is huge. It's the full size of a card. I have it offset a little bit to the side just to make room for the sentiment. So I am using Unity Stamp Company kit called Care and Hope Iris, and I stamped this on watercolor paper by Ranger. And the sentiment also, I trimmed out the sentiment using a paper trimmer, and I am just going to use some watercolor by Sakuria Koi, and I have a container of water next to it and a paper towel. So I am going to wet that brush and blot it a little bit as I go. Add a rich dark blue, a navy blue, navy mixed with royal blue. It's beautiful, the darkest blue I have. And I am going to accent and just dab touches, just touches of that concentrated navy right in the folds of all of the flower petals. And then I go in and blot a lot of the water off, and go in and spread out that color. And when you take the color from the dark and you move it, it becomes a little bit lighter. And the longer you wait, the lighter it will be, but you don't want it to be fully dry. You just want to go on and move on to another section. And then when you're finished with that section, go back and blend out that other one, the first section. And you do this over and over. I have this sped up because it took quite a while to paint this watercolor flower in. And so I just put lots of dabs of the darker color wherever the artist put the shading and wherever you see creases in the petals. And then you just take a brush and you dampen it and you move that color out and it becomes lighter. Now, I did this for all of the petals. I'll go back at the end and add some more darker color for contrast, but that is the start. That's how I like to use watercolor. I like to add it and blend it out. Now, when it's dry, I add another layer on top of it of dark, just in spots. With Sakuria Koi, I have found that technique works best with Sakuria. It just holds the color nicely on the paper. Now I go and add shades of yellow, believe it or not, to the leaves. I want to make some highlights that I will blend in with the green later. And so towards the bottom, I'm adding the darkest color of green. And then I will blend that up to match that yellow. And do that for every one of the leaves at the bottom, the leaves. And so you just continue adding layers. So I go back and add some more dark. You can take away as long as it's wet. If the paper is wet, you can take a damp brush and move it over an area where you think you have too much water and blot it off onto a paper towel and start again. It won't take it away fully, but at least it takes a lot of the water away when you get too much on there. But don't be afraid to use water on your brush, especially when you want to blend. You want to have a nice wet brush to blend. And so now I'm adding more yellow on that top and blending it down into the green. And I like a variegated look to these leaves. I just wanted to play around with it. There's a little bit of blue in there, a little green, a little yellow. Now I'm adding some splatters. I just cut paper with scissors to make sort of a faux mask. It's not exact, it's a real loose mask. I splattered white Sakuria Koi watercolor paint on top of the flower. Now I'm covering the flower with the mask again, and I'm splattering black dots and black paint splatters with that same Sakuria Koi, just in black. And I heat set in between each of those painting and layering of the splatters, just to make sure it doesn't blend in with the rest of the water. And then after that, I just fasten a little tag that I pre-cut and pre-stamped right onto an offset area of that floral card front. There you have it. I hope you give it a try. Thanks so much for watching, and please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.